fair here at AONUltimate. Like, these guys have just been kings. Like, week after week after week, constantly proving why they're some of the best out of the island. And so we're treated to yet another set of Ness versus Yoshi. But this time we're starting things off for Smash Village. It's a bit of a different dynamic than we usually get.
I've commented on this once or twice, but I think they both like Smashville, and I think it works out in Chris's favor. They do start here often. I mean, you could mention this to Suarez. I'm sure he watches the VODs, but I don't know. I think this is a good Ness stage.
We usually see Chris perform really well on this stage, both whenever he wants to just go off, get his combos going. Due to the size of the stage, it doesn't take too long for that to become an off-stage interaction. And consistently, we see Chris do well in those off-stage interactions.
Yeah. I think it makes it really hard. Like, the stage layout makes it very difficult to camp on this stage for Suarez. And if he's going to win, he's going to have to be a little more aggressive than he might want to be. Ooh, I'm surprised that didn't just murderfy him.
Yeah, no, it was only because it was the back hit. That move is actually layered with a decent amount of hitboxes. Bit of one of those overtuned kind of things that they make sure it works for certain. So you see little oddities like that. But hey, Suarez will take the lucky break.
Not so lucky there with that back throw. Killing him around 120 or so. Yeah. Ness, Chris sitting ahead with a small lead here. Yeah,
such is how these sets tend to go. When it comes to the more aggressive play, like, Chris is just at a bigger comfort, so Suarez needs to find a way to elevate his own aggression or slow the match down, although kind of hard-pressed to do that when playing from a stock behind.
Yeah, this has been a pretty fast-paced match so far, and I think that's going to work out for Suarez if he can pull it together and play a little more clean. But right now he's getting called out a lot of times, like, for example, in that shielding situation, just kind of got run-up grabbed. So if he can win a couple more neutral exchanges, then this might turn around for him. Ooh. Snuck right underneath that command grab with a roll.
Suarez has been going for a lot. I know that's like the typical Suarez thing. He loves doing the with bounce egg lays. But like, even like just the typical B reverse aerial egg lays.
He hasn't gotten a lot of them, but there's another
tonight's been like a cursed night for him.
Did you see how he just got grabbed right again, just running up, shielding, and Chris is reacting really quickly. I think Suarez is going to have to up those reaction times. That was a good reaction there with that forward air dunk. Good punish of the re-grab of the ledge.
Just throw some dome around every once in a while. You know how it goes.
Yeah, and Chris is throwing fire around. I like the PK fires from the platform. Really good stuff. Oh, that air busted up the down air? No way. Wow, I don't know if that's a read or what, but he's dead.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate. You know, you almost never see that out of him either.
Yeah, not the cleanest game, for certain.
He's got to wake up. At least for Suarez, you know, it's in best of 5 territory, given that this is winners finals.
Yeah, so there's a long set ahead of him. Frank, let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Fresh cranberries can be bounced like a rubber ball. That's what my Snapple cat told me.
Oh, that's a nice Snapple fun fact of the day.
It's number 458.
Wow, that's a lot. Let me see if I can respond with one.
Your water doesn't seem to have one, does it?
No, Smart Water, as a matter of fact, does not have any fun facts on the inside.
You'd think if they were so smart, they would give you some info and some knowledge, but only...
They've got a little picture of a goldfish on the inside, though. That's nice.
Oh, that's cute.
No goldfish here on Battlefield. Pretty typical setting for Suarez once again. At the very least... The shit-eating grin the face is giving me now. I'm trying out here.
I'm not giving you much to work with, so I don't blame you. We're having fun here, folks. But you know who's not having fun right now? Suarez. I was gonna tell you.
Oh, sorry, John. Sometimes there are just sets where he just gets clowned on. Like, he's a great player, and I love him to pieces, but...
I gotta call out that excellent shield angling from Chris. That was really important. Man.
It's very rare that you get a chance to see the value in positioning the shield differently or shield SDI, even though readily available to everyone in the cast, besides Yoshi.
Yep. John knows nothing about that. Yeah, I mean, it is fun to clown on John, but like, he's become somewhat of an underdog in recent times, you know? Would be nice to see him sit on top. I know you said they're both kings, and we're all kings here. I mean, you know, this is a court, and they are all kings.
Indeed, indeed. Although it is Chris who's the first seed tonight. and has very much earned that 1 seed behind his play, the way that he's been dominating the locals. Not even just here at the meta, like he's also been doing well whenever he does travel.
And he's been traveling quite a lot. You know, like this is the first day where, like again with that nice angling of the shield. Yeah, this is the first time I can recall. I can't. No angle will save you there. Too small. But yeah, for the first time ever, like I've been doing the seeding when stock taker Suarez and PkChris were here. Like normally Chris will end up first seed, and but it'll be like after some thought. Like today, I didn't put any thought into it, and that says a lot. I think just instantly was able to throw him first and not even look back.
I mean, that's the effort that he's been putting in.
I like Suarez's effort right now, though. Chris has been trapped in this corner for what appears to be like over a minute and a half.
Oh, and he tried to do something cute with it too, with the jab 1 and then reacting. That's another thing that I feel like Suarez has been doing a lot of experimenting with seeing jab 1 and how he can react accordingly. But
speaking of reactions, Chris has been catching every time Suarez runs up and shields. How do you respond to that? You just, shield is such a reliable tool for Yoshi. Oh my God, Chris, please! I'm trying to compliment you.
No, buttons pressed now!
Button monkey over here. Holy. Suarez, though, still with a good lead. But, Chris, again, in the corner, finds his way out. Tried to be sneaky with the old lightning bolt.
Yeah. There are some tricks that he could have been doing over there, whether he was going to hit with PK Thunder or lead it into him and then cover the inwards air dodge with PK Thunder too. It would have been nice, but Suarez staying ahead of the game here. Just the fact that Battlefield leads the battle to be more vertically oriented because of the 2 layers of platforms does so much to help Suarez, because you take further advantage of all of that good air movement that Yoshi has, and also the fact that a lot of his tools just lead upwards, up tilt and up air primarily. Like, we already know that they're really good moves that work well in conjunction with each other, but here, not only are they potentially securing you big damage, big kills, but also the stage control.
And these platforms are, even normally bad throws like down throw and up throw from Yoshi become potentially combo food, combo fuel, rather, I should say.
Like, it's just the right amount of space that Suarez wants to work with.
Ooh, that grab was sneaky.
Suarez has been approaching with shield a lot, as you've been highlighting. So, putting a little bit of the mix there. And the mix is just enough to take the 1-1 count.
Answers a 2-stock with one of his own.
All right, well, we're staying competitive. Suarez forced to wake up.
If Hollow Bastion's open and you're Chris, I think you go there. No, back to Battlefield. I think this is not the best option for the Psychokinetic kid.
It's not the worst of options, and the only reason I say that is because just as much as we've been highlighting, and also to Suarez's credit, he's been highlighting, the value of the play on the platforms, Chris has always looked incredibly comfortable below Battlefield. And having the ability to mix up your offstage play, both for the sake of recovery and for the sake of turning reversals, is huge as Ness. Because almost no stages really give you that luxury, while also, having the tools to be able to take that platform. And I think Chris could take the platform control more. It's just trying to stay proactive around eggs and Yoshi all at once is a bit much for Ness.
Yeah, I just feel that Suarez and Yoshi in particular have a better way to get down through the platforms when juggles are occurring, whereas Ness can actually kind of get stuck up there. I mean, Yoshi could just, even in a blunt sense, can just down B right through to the bottom. But, he also has, like, the armor and all that. Whereas Ness has this really slow, floaty jump that's going to make him linger up there for a good while, and I think that is going to end up being a problem. Plus, like, obviously Yoshi combos, up tilt and up airs, you get resets, kind of like almost become like a miniature Mario in a sense, like Yoshi combos are very laddery.
Yeah.
Ooh, run up smash from Suarez, trying to change up his approach options. Better than run up shield, but Chris was ready with a nice parry.
Yep. Always the good reactions on this guy.
Yeah, if there's one thing you can definitely highlight about Chris's play, it's reaction time. It's so smooth. Ooh, was that a waveland from Suarez or just smooth?
He's just looking good with the movement right now.
Armored right through that jab, Sayonara.
That was the most bullish use of Yoshi armor I think I've ever seen from Suarez.
And some of the, honestly, worst use of Ness pressure in the corner. Ness jab is fairly mediocre. Probably his worst move in the kit, you know?
Yeah, Chris has been trying to put some use to it as of late. That's been a very recent development with him. But I'm not going to front. I think beyond like getting a lock on someone from a whiff tech,
You're usually better off with down tilt, no?
yeah, that's another thing. Is that like his jab's not even the best at jab blocking? Crazy, right?
Yep. His down tilt is realistically his actual jab, and jab is just like an accidental button press.
Yeah, because just like how Yoshi can get like jab, forward smash, while also dashing and having enough time to do it, like down tilt, forward smash is what you need for Chris.
Yeah, both players trying to zone it out a bit, you know.
Although there's some very deliberate changes to how the zoning usually is chained together in this one. I'd have a chance to talk about it if Suarez gave me a chance. Look at this play.
Well, what were you going to say?
You want to talk about how Chris has to either be at this distance from the ledge to shoot inwards or be on the platforms and short hop off them to shoot inwards. Otherwise, the platform gets in the way of PK Fire, and the fact that PK Fire isn't putting any pressure out is kind of a big deal when it comes to taking stage control away from Ness.
The platforms are also shaped in an arc, and the eggs are thrown in that arc, so Yoshi in the corner can cover all 3 platforms with 1 toss.
There's also the fact that if they're thrown in a specific way, the eggs bounce.
Yep.
Can't say the same for PK Fire. Without hitting a target, it fizzles, so it's just one of those little things that ends up culminating in making it a strong stage for one particular target. In this case, it's Yoshi. But again, Chris has been playing it out just fine. This is looking like a bit more of an even match compared to Game 2.
Sure, it is much closer, but you also have to keep into account this is his counter pick, and he's been playing from behind the entire time, and I think that's largely in part due to poor stage selection on his part. He might have his own theories about where and why to go here, but I think at the end of the day, this is just a dinosaur stage and not a kid stage. You know?
I think it's one of those situations where Chris would be comfortable on the stage against a different type of target, and everything just sort of falls into place well. But it's just good Ness stage, better Yoshi stage.
Yeah, against anyone else, I think this is fine for Ness. But you know, Yoshi, it's like yeah, Mario and Bowser both love Yoshis, but I don't bring Zaki to Yoshis anymore. Chris doing a great job of trying to make this comeback happen.
Yeah, he's not that far from it either.
He's in a tough spot here. Like, into the corner at 132, all it takes is 1 back air.
At the same time, Suarez lets up any of this pressure and all of a sudden takes just a couple of aerials into a grad, and that's it for the dinosaur.
Uh-oh.
Maybe just a couple of aerials.
No, it's
almost speaking too soon.
Oh, Suarez panicking.
He put himself into that situation too.
He didn't need to be there at all.
That's so sad.
He could have just jumped from the ledge through the yo-yo armor with the armor, right?
I mean, he just straight up did not have to be there. He could have just rolled.
Yeah. Could have done get-up attack. Could have not been on the ledge at all.
He could have dropped down further and then like throw an egg upwards.
Well, he downbeat to the ledge, so like he decided to go to the ledge, and I think that's where it all went.
No, yeah, there was an active decision to put yourself in a bad situation, and Chris will take handouts.
Sure, I mean, but why choose disadvantage when you were initially he was up 130% to 50 or so, and just kind of kept cornering himself because couldn't find a way in, and I think that's due to Chris's great defense.
And so it goes. It brings us back to Battlefield, although it is on Suarez's call, and as we've seen in the past 2 games, he's been playing out the stage great.
Yep.
He just needs to bring it on home.
Yeah, that game, by all intents and purposes, should have been his. And
Chris was dead to rights, and then Suarez made one bad decision. But, you know, it's good on Chris for being able to capitalize on that one bad decision.
Oh, yeah, certainly. That's what makes a good player great.
Like, throughout the set, you've been pointing out whenever Chris makes really good decisions with his good reaction time. I think that's another part of that good reaction time, where you see that kind of a situation, your brain starts, it's cranking the gears really hard. You got to figure out what are you going to actually do and then execute accordingly. And speaking of, Suarez out here trying to make sure that Chris does not come back from any of this frisky play at the ledge.
Yeah, Chris is getting a little too comfortable there, and Suarez is trying his darndest to make sure that he does not stay that way.
Side magnet out of footstool is always something that I thought was really interesting. In that situation, Chris using it as a getaway opportunity.
That forward smash read attempt.
To a lesser Ness, he may have had it. Oh no.
Chris has been getting great mileage out of the PK Flash, which in normal situations is quite a quite a Hail Mary move, but almost usable here.
Yeah, we see it on occasion just for the sake of like putting something in the way so that your opponent has to make a worse decision, which I think it's really good how he uses this. In fact, we were talking about this earlier when I was on the mic with Moth, and I was saying how like it doesn't have to be good. He doesn't have to hit with it. But tonight he's been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean some moves are actually meant to miss. You know, a lot of the way you zone in these kinds of games is you actually whiff. But here it's working out with hits.
I don't want to see the day when Yoshi has a combo throw. No thank you, Suarez. Put that one back.
Gotta give him props for trying.
I guess at 176.
Maybe he labbed it. Maybe he knows the combo's at 185.
I, for one, would be shocked and appalled.
This kill does not seem to be happening, and 70 damage so far is just
there you go.
Added to the tally for Suarez, who is looking a little behind here.
This is one thing in particular that I actually really liked from Suarez in Game 2, and now we've got a chance to talk about it. The grounded play from Suarez. We saw him get a lot of mileage out of jabs and down tilts earlier on into the set, and those are typically tools that we don't see Suarez put out at all, and likewise, I think tools that are tailor-made for situations like this where you have a very aerially oriented opponent who is no problem knocking you out of the sky. If you can make him pay the price for landing after jumping, that's huge. Because now you're making someone second-guess their primary game plan.
But alas, make some action happen right now. But no, that game plan is not coming together. Chris is perfectly content with letting Suarez approach and punishing some sort of approach here. Oh, but Suarez will capitalize. Let's see if he can recover. He does. Okay, that could have been a huge turn of events, but Chris finds a way to recover. Thankfully, he gets 2 attempts with that up B.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying earlier, like, Battlefield isn't the worst of picks for Chris because he plays with such confidence off stage with his ability to come back at really any angle that you can count the amount of times that he's whiffed, like, hitting the stage and coming back on, like, one hand. If I had to count with the amount of times he's played since like, post-pandemic.
Yeah, it's really tough to game him on this stage just because of how easy it is for him to get the up B retry.
Yeah, like he bounces on the wall effortlessly. It's a testament to the consistency. Like, you could really see that practice.
Yeah, it was almost the situation where Suarez was able to like respawn and then punish it still, but it just didn't work out. But if he had gotten that, that would have been a huge game changer. As it is, he's still not able to find this kill. Battlefield being a little big, you know, can be hard sometimes to get kills here.
Alright, so I was trying to get cute with it too.
Trying to change up his movement options because it is very difficult to punish a re-grab from Ness just because of how far away you have to be from to not get hit by PK Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the stuff that Chris is putting in the way.
He is perfectly content camping this ledge here. Suarez hoping for some sort of mistake or option here. Finally gets a hit.
It's down tilt, so nothing too big to speak of, but Chris brings himself back on stage only to get met with a Yoshi noggin. It's tied stocks.
Chris, you fully deserve that F smash.
Well, they come the second coming of John Numbers with that ledge planking.
That was some serious play.
Yeah, no, that was very impressive. Like some people like to call play like that toxic, but that's like, we're reaching like nuclear waste levels of toxic with that one.
I am some people.
Same, honestly, like, we are definitely the bad eggs. I can't tell you how many times I'll tell players who are like just on the cusp of a top 8 performance or like just trying to crack through that plateau what they need to do to change, and Chris is a player who listens.
Yeah,
and that's why he's going to be in Winterside Grands tonight.
Got to camp to win. Got to win to